Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we're here returning to Assetto Corsa EVO. Yes, I made a video with my basic wheel settings on inside this game, and I said I was going to bring you guys some more content. Of course, we were very busy with the Daytona 24 over the weekend, but I thought today we'd dive back in because there's still one massive thing I haven't done yet in Assetto Corsa EVO that I wanted to bring you guys along for the journey, and that of course is actually racing with the AI and other cars and everything like that. We're on the V0.1.2 update for this one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to, I think, Imola for a race in the Ferrari challenge car. Kunos is an Italian company, so I thought, you know what, we'll give this a whirl. Of course, if that sounds good, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed for more sim racing content here on the channel. But yeah, I've not tested against the AI, I've got no idea what they're like, so I thought I'd bring you along for the journey. Well, here we are then, ready down on the grid here at Imola. We've got 24 Ferrari challenge cars, and the first thing I've noticed is just how good this thing sounds. Lights out and away we go then, and let's just see what the AI like. I mean, the launch on this car is ridiculous. So we make our way down in towards turn one, just getting a little bit on the grass on the way. Oh, I actually got a shove from behind there in through that first corner. So yeah, the AI clearly getting a little bit racy, is just struggling a little bit on cold tyres off the start of that one. I mean, this thing revs up to almost 9,000 as well. Problem I've got, of course, I'm mainly used to Imola in a Formula 1 car nowadays, so that might explain my understeer through the first couple of corners there, but luckily now, as we get some heat into the tyres there, able to do a little bit more with it. I've got the AI set to 90, I believe. We've got an 8-lap race. I just thought that'd be a fun distance to do with 24x time. So we should see a good, like, 6-hour span from, like, daytime into nighttime as we go through this one, which hopefully will be quite fun. You know, we'll put it all to the test there. But, I mean, the AI on, obviously, the original Assetto Corsa, because obviously it was so, you know, most of what you were doing was just based around the mods. The AI sometimes struggled, sometimes were a little bit ridiculous. They were always good fun though, but not the best AI in the world or anything like that there, as you can already see. That car in front, you see how much curbing he took going through the chicane at the top of the hill there. I mean, if Charles Leclerc did that, he would have absolutely been tipped into a spin. As talk about tipped into a spin, I've been bullied. I've been absolutely just bum and run there. And, well, that has really cost us as we try and make our way out of the final corner. We're not last, luckily. We've got a pretty big grid here. It seems like, yeah, at least a few of them have spread out just a little bit towards the rear of the field. But, yeah, this thing, 7 gears in it. And nice to see, or interesting to see, that the positions update only once a lap. So down to P16 then. So, again, hard on the brakes in through turn 1. Imola looks absolutely fantastic as well. You know, updated curbs, everything like that. You got kind of the little sausage curbs on the inside in a couple of places as well. You guys might have seen some Imola gameplay now from this game, but yeah, it is very, you know, when you compare it up to F1, which, well, that game Imola is only a few years old, or iRacing is kind of the other one. It certainly feels more alive here, and clearly the crowd have come out to cheer on all the Ferraris as well inside this race is 2x2. So they make their way up towards the top of the hill. Nice to see the AI having a little bit of a battle. I like the radar as well. That HUD's pretty good as well. Just getting a little bit of steer up over the top there. Just waiting completely the wrong part of the car as well. As well, apparently we're going to get another shove up the rear there. So the AI not afraid to do that. Obviously this car equipped with traction control. Oh no, it has got ABS as well. I'm pretty certain there is. I mean, how on earth is everybody taking that much curb through there? Maybe the AI, you know, sometimes it feels like on these games the AI can be a little bit kind of too good over curbs and things like that. So yeah, just trying to slow her down into the final couple of corners. So I got it on very high graphics. And the render distance actually on that little camera on the right-hand side. Obviously, the rear view camera is not much at all. I thought the guy behind me had binned it. But yeah, he's just popped out of the distance there, so maybe need to tweak that. But again, it's running very smoothly. The start was a little bit stuttery, but that was always the case with the original Assetto Corsa as well. The first second, where everybody was trying to launch their cars, was always going to be a little bit crazy as well. In front of me there, just going slightly on the anchors. I mean, they follow each other very nicely through the corners. But you can see every time you get into a straight section, they're... Oh no, I was about to say they're pretty good. He's just taking him out. So green flags out again once we've navigated our way around it. But, I mean, they just turn each other. This is crazy. I was not expecting that. He's trying to turn me now. We tried to get down the inside through Tosa there, and he was absolutely having none of it on the corner exit. I tried to make sure we gave him some room as well, but clearly not having it. As obviously at the top of the hill now, replaced by a gravel trap right on the surface, so, or the circuit edge even, but yeah, down into Aqua Minerale. Really just trying to slam down through those gears there. Seems like there is obviously a little bit of downshift protection, but it's nothing too crazy. You can lean on them a little bit, as everybody just trying to go defensive on each other up at the top of the hill. I mean, again, obviously, I'm sure we will see huge AI updates as, you know, the game continues through its development. You know, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, the AI are all following each other and things like that. Just on the brakes there. That feels obviously a challenge, but you kind of feel like you know what it's doing underneath you. It could have easily squirreled round on me then, but you get the feel through the car, so it gives you an idea of what you need to be doing as well there. As well, we're already getting towards 5:30 in sim time, so yeah, the sun now blinding us as we make our way back in towards that first corner, but still these guys, yeah, line astern just in front. There's quite a gap a little further up the road there, as every lap I just run a little bit wide through that corner, always trying to take it with a little bit more aggression there and down in towards the Gilles Villeneuve chicane. Again, the guy behind, I mean, they're looking for moves. They are really looking for moves absolutely everywhere around this circuit. As again, he's going to try and have a look around the outside there. These two in front, again, in a little bit squirrely. They're 3 wide on the exit of the corner there. Luckily, again, we were all just about to navigate it, but, I mean, the AI, they're willing to have a race of it. I'm going to punt him to the shadow ram, apparently. Gathers it up. Very well done, sir. You know, I'm just testing them. You've got to try and kind of see what they're like, but they seem very willing to race, very racy. They're not just following each other around. They are, you know, trying to look for moves, trying to move each other out of the way. This would be fantastic. Kudos, if you're watching, get some touring cars for this sim, because that would be incredible viewing as well. I would quite happily watch touring cars go around here, trying to bully each other out of the way, because at the moment, yeah, they are putting on a show as we approach half distance then. Just coming up 6 PM now, so hopefully on the run back in towards turn 1, things will get a little bit calmer. I'm hoping, obviously, in the very near future, I want to do some wet weather racing as well. That'll be another video that comes very, very soon. But yeah, I kind of want to cover, you know, a few more of the other cars. I want to do a direct comparison between the Porsche GT3 car and this and the Porsche GT3 in iRacing. Whoa! That was earlier on the brakes than I was expecting into turn 1. Luckily, we'll get to the inside, and well, you'll kind of appreciate I'm there, and I will do the same on the exit. Oh, don't run wide through here. There we go. That's the line I need. Maybe I've set the AI a little bit too easy. Yeah, you see, as soon as you have a look down the inside, they seem to be a little bit more reluctant. I mean, we did get tipped around by one of them, but a lot of their aggression seems to be pretty low as well. As, I mean, I've never driven a Ferrari 488 challenge car, or 296 challenge car, whichever one it is now. But it handles and feels as I would expect one to, I guess. You know, they drive a bit like a GT3, to be honest. I think they are a little bit slower. I could be wrong. I think they're just a little bit slower than the actual GT3 car. But yeah, they feel, you know, it feels good. It feels agile, but agile in a way a GT car can feel agile rather than a Formula car. You can obviously just tip in. You know, you have got to be patient with the steering. You have got to be patient with the tyres as well. Slicks, though, on these things, which is rather interesting. But yeah, ABS and traction control obviously both enabled. Like I said, you know, so it is... it is... I've watched a couple of races from this series before. It is, you know, it's a gentleman's series at the end of the day. These are, you know, you're not going to use it if you're trying to make it a Formula 1 or anything like that, but it is good fun. You know, they're meant to be quite forgiving to drive. You know, they're meant to be, you know, allow, you know, you or I to be able to get in and drive one as well there. I think, yeah, we are just about going to see sundown around the circuit as well. 48.1, new fastest lap of the day. But yeah, I want to do some wet weather driving. I want to test out, or I want to do a direct comparison between this and the Porsche Cup car and iRacing as well, because I think that's one of the only ones that both sims share. So that will be quite good fun when we do that. So yeah, plenty more content is going to be coming from this sim over the coming weeks and months. And like I said, I'm gonna try and follow its development pretty closely as well, as you know, we move further down the timeline as well. That was a lot of stuttering all of a sudden. And someone's gone off, I guess. That's my only guess there, is someone's had a crash in front and the game just really struggled with it. Of course, all those optimizations, things like that, will be fixed down the line. Either that or it's just really struggling with its kind of day-night transition. But again, you know, I've seen a lot of people going, oh, it doesn't just work. It's in early development. It's an early development version of a game. You know, most companies won't release kind of this stage of the development for a game. You know, so it's... I always think it's quite nice that Kunos are allowing us to kind of test it and see the progress. And because it's Kunos, I have belief that they will actually get the job done with it. You know, they brought Assetto Corsa Competizione pretty much back from the dead. Look at that game nowadays. Absolute titan in the space. So there we go, headlights going on just before 7:30 here, so we will get one lap into the darkness as well. But yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to kind of see this game develop, see this game evolve. Definitely want to be covering it a lot as we go through 2025 then. But one more lap to go, down to the 147, so I imagine good people on this game are probably down in the 45s, and good people won't be down in the gravel trap at turn 1 there. Am I the number 1 car? I don't know if I'm the number 1 car or not. Because that corner's definitely flat if you get the line right. I actually set up my profile and everything as well around this game. But yeah, we are going to get at least a couple of laps into the darkness as well there. Sorry, we'd already just crossed onto lap 7. This isn't quite the last lap just yet. But we had a lot of fun in the first lap battling with those AI. But yeah, we're definitely... It could have set the AI difficulty a little bit higher as well there, as there is definitely more and more chaos going on just up in front. And I love the fact when you get up over the top there, you can feel air get under the splitter. You can feel the front just struggling to come back down, because obviously the pressure acting on that splitter as well. You know, it's those little bits and pieces that feel really, really good inside the sim at the moment that they're doing a good job with as well there. You know, hopefully, you know, I hope they add things like driver swaps and stuff like that, because I would like to do some endurance racing and things like that down the line, like AC Evo's got already. You know, so I think they have got the opportunity, you know, especially with when they start allowing mods and things like that. You know, this game, you could do like World Endurance on it and things like that. You know, maybe iRacing won't have to just be the be-all option for a lot of stuff as well. You know, when online drops, I will definitely be making videos with that as well. You know, testing out against other people, maybe host some lobbies and all cool bits and pieces like that. But here we go then now. One lap to go here from Imola. Of course, it was basing it on just where our leaders were. I'm going to brake at about the 200 board for turn 1. Obviously slightly away from the far right-hand side on the way in because the tractors arc around. Third gear through the first chicane there and just blend slightly on the exit so you can try and get the power down off of the corner. Up into towards the Giovilleneuve chicane, you're almost touching 7th gear on the way in, but down into 4th through the first part. Leave it in that 4th gear on the exit, lean on the traction control as on the brakes at about 50 out from Tosa, all the way down to 2nd gear, the shortest, the slowest corner even I should say, on the track. Get it back into 3rd on the exit. try and just allow the car to run up the hill and keep it over on the right-hand side. Like I said, you feel the weight lift off the front end of the car there. Just a little blender throttle on the exit. Struggled to put the power down as early as I wanted to, and then down into Aqua Minerale, or down at least 1 or 2 gears through the first part. We did run a little bit wide there, but we'll get the run on the exit, actually exploring all the limits of the curbing as we head up in towards the Variante chicane, Variante Alta. Again, just a bit too hot on the way in. Whenever I try and commentate laps, things just get a little bit sloppy there, and I think this last lap has been invalidated. I did a 47.2 though, which I was pretty happy with earlier on. Just try and get the car straightened up as you get on the brakes for these final 2 90-degree left-handers as well there. But out of the final corner, from 3 PM to 9 PM, the day-night transition cycle works really, really well. I'll give them that. But out of the final corner, up towards the line, it is going to be P9 here at Imola. Considering we got tipped around into a spin, I'm pretty happy with that one. You even get to drive the car after the finish as well, which is always a welcome feature. But yeah, that was really good fun. I've enjoyed that. We'll take a look at our quick results very, very quickly as well, as we'll get the replay in the background. Again, you know, these menus still a little bit slow to load and things like that, but we finished P9, which we can be happy with as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please do let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, we'll be back very soon with more AC Evo content.